Hello and welcome. This is a you versus them reading for the sign of Cancer. Now, your energy is going to be over here, your person's energy is going to be over here. I'm going to get a card for what you need to work on. Then I'm going to look at your current feelings towards your person, your current intentions towards your person, and what action, if any, will you take towards them. And then I'll look at the same for them. And after that, I'm going to get a card for each of you for your current dynamic, what role you each play in each other's lives. And then I'll get 3 cards for some advice at the end. Alright, so let's get started and see what Cancer needs to work on. Alright, that's too many. Just need one card for what Cancer needs to work on. Thank you. Alright, we have card number 18. Radical Honesty. To believe in the facade is to suffocate in the armor of alienation, self-defeat, and self-denial. The Mother Warrior assures you that it is okay and not at all a failure or flaw to experience disappointments, betrayals of the heart, and confusion. Rather, this is what it is to be transparently and universally human. She encourages you to look candidly at your current limitations and past the regrets and the things that you wish were not part of your character or life story. The Mother cautions you against continuing to deny any unwanted reality in your life and your uncomfortable feelings about it. It is not okay to ignore what does not authentically fit you, that creates unease or any kind of self-compromise or incongruency in your life. While denial seems to be an easy and simple solution to what evokes aversion or discomfort in us, it is not. To maintain the ongoing armor or facade of denial leads to a life on the battlefield of perpetual deceit, manipulation, strategy, and estrangement from ourselves and others. As time continues to go by, what is avoided or denied grows into an ever harder and larger landmine to navigate. While honesty can hurt and be brutal in the moment of disclosure, the actual pain of it is always temporary. True, a rough patch of disruption, tension, and chaos typically follows moments of radical honesty, but it does eventually dissipate. The turmoil is never the life sentence that avoidance, denial, and deception are. If and when some sort of upheaval does ensue, please understand that this is necessary and is for your long-term benefit. This process unhooks you from whatever dishonest armor and lifestyle had distorted and blocked you from your spirit self. The releasing of armor you had lived with for so long that it became part of you can hurt as it breaks away. Detox of any kind is never pretty, comfortable, or pleasant. Nonetheless, it will pass like the tide and leave an inevitable life-propelling lesson upon your shore. Know that every time you surrender to tumultuous feelings, you are releasing the heavy armor of deceits that are no longer yours to carry. Let the uncomfortable emotions flow all of their unpleasantness completely through and out of you. Whenever they rise up in the well of your being, release them with self-love, acceptance, and appreciation for what is no more. The path of radical honesty can only beget more honesty. No one, regardless of how perfect they or their situation may seem, is immune to the full spectrum of life. We all have pain, shadows, insecurities, battle scars, stories of shame, and things we wish we had handled with more grace. As you become increasingly transparent, you attract more authentic and like-minded people, and those of the lie fall away. Mother's message. Consider your reality as a mirror reflecting all of yourself back to you. See yourself through the eyes of compassion and love. Make it a priority to experience yourself in authentic connection with others and feel your world transform into the joyful fulfillment of all that you've been fighting for. Yeah, I see. I get that you really need to move past this denial. It's one of the few things that are delaying your manifestations, delaying your blessings, and, forward movement, stuff like that. Because, in order to progress, you need to grow, you need to move forward, and you can't do that by ignoring things. Right? You can't do that by acting like nothing ever happened, or, you never felt this, you don't feel that. You need to feel things in order to move through them and let them go. Alright, now we're going to take a look at your current feelings towards your person. Alright, that's like 8 cards, not doing it. Alright, so we have 2 9s here. We have the 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which speaks to wish fulfillment. Wishes granted. Finding something that just you feel like you've been looking for quite some time. Now, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Temperance. And the 7 of Cups. Now with that, I get, you're in a point of your life where you're really kind of living your best life, right? You're single, you're happy, you're carefree, you literally have like the freedom to do whatever you want. And you're really in a process of healing and transmuting energy. You're taking like a time out from dating and stuff like that, even though you have options. Alright, now I'm going to take a look at your current intentions, excuse me, towards your person. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck we have 2 kings. We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. I mean, the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords, rather. Yeah. So, I get that you're kind of like, you're in a position where you really, like, you're very well off materially, monetarily. You could be a boss or, own your own business. And with that, comes material and monetary abundance, stability in that sense. Excuse me. And with the King of Swords, I get that you're really using your wisdom, you're, using the knowledge that you've gained from past life lessons to really properly move forward. I feel like that could have to do with, choosing the right person for you. You could be the kind of individual that really kind of had bad taste in people, right? Especially when it came to romance, you usually would choose like the wrong person and you would end up getting hurt. Which, I get is kind of why, you'd be in that like temperance, Seven of Cups energy. You're trying to take the time to really move through everything and make the proper choice here. But with that being said, we have the Nine of Cups. Oh, come on. Are we gonna... Here. We have the Nine of Cups. And then we have the Page of Cups. And the Three of Wands. So I definitely get the vibe, right, with the Nine of Cups that, you've found someone that you really have interest in. You found someone that really, makes you feel emotionally fulfilled. And, you're at a point in your life where you have, like, this particular stability, this particular, like, independence. And so I get that, you're going to be wanting to take things slow with this person, so you're not going to make like a major offer of love, right? You're really gonna just take baby steps, right? With the Page of Cups, I get that, you're gonna maybe express interest, express like, that you feel like you could have something good together, but you don't want to jump into things, so you want to continue the process of either dating or like getting to know each other. Like getting to know each other deeper. And, from there, you're just going to wait it out, see where it takes you. Like this, like you're just going to make your move and see where things go from there. I feel like with like the King of Swords, you're not going to compromise, the things you believe, your morals, the way that you've really learned to live your life at this point. Alright, so I'm going to look at what action, if any, you're going to take towards your person. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Now this tells me that, you had a bad habit of giving too much in the beginning, and that would leave your heart open and vulnerable, and that would put you in a position to become disappointed, right? And I get that that's something that you're trying to avoid here. Now we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot, so much for taking things slow, and Judgment. So, with that, I definitely get that, you're gonna be going towards this person and expressing, that you would like a future. Now, I'm not saying that that's what you're gonna do right now, but that is what, you know, that is what the energy is currently displaying for your future actions. This is, you know, this is going to happen after you've had the proper amount of time to judge the situation. You've gotten to know this person well enough that you either feel secure enough, to move forward with them, and, you know, you see, because right now it's just potential, right? You see potential for a future together, but you're waiting until you have that, like, 100% assurance that you're going to be able to move forward together in the future. Alright, now, I'm going to take a look at what your person needs to work on. Alright, so you got card number 11, Metamorphosis. Power and strength within our surrender to change. Oh, power and strength lie within our surrender to change. Ow. Stupid elbows. While many forces, circumstances, and events significantly impact, constrain, and direct our lives, we still have many choices. The trick is to recognize where they are and deliberately choose, and therefore shape, the overall transformative outcome we experience. The nature of life is an ongoing invitation and, at times, challenges us to participate in its perpetual metamorphosis. Creative perception, critical thinking, authentic action, and courage can assist us in making the most of the choices available to us. Our decisions are how we adapt and come to own and know ourselves through any significant change that is not of our choosing. The maiden struggles to let go of maidenhood. She clings to the androgyny of girlhood and steadfastly resists the onset of puberty that is propelling her out of the most insular chapter of life. Change is a process of decay, clearing, regeneration, and renewal through growth that is typically challenging, messy, and emotional. Like the maiden, we too can feel overwhelmed, confused, and even traumatized in the face of change. Even in instances where the change has been desired and self-initiated, it can still feel disrupted and like an intrusion. You may be at a point where something needs to give. There may also be a significant past change that remains unprocessed and therefore disruptively unassimilated to your current situation. Whether or not the impending or past change is wanted, be gentle and compassionate with yourself. Tend lovingly to any feelings of confusion, dislocation, fear, anger, frustration, or loss. Take the time to recognize and act on the choices you currently have and base your decisions on what will meet any needs that your adaptation process requires. Maiden's message. Let go of what is letting go of you. Allow the tide of time to take what it wants back into the ocean of life and release new treasures upon your shore. Always ask yourself, what is in my power to choose right now? What choice do I want to make here and why? Is this decision ultimately from a place of self-love? If you're not sure, ask yourself, is the choice aligned with what pure source love would choose for itself? Oh, buddy. Yeah, you see, I feel like your person definitely struggles with change. And they may have even said that, like, out loud before. Like, that they could have literally just been like, yeah, no, I don't like change, I don't do change, I'm uncomfortable in change. But change is something that we all have to go through in order to grow, so, it's kind of necessary. feel like, you know, they need to work on dealing with all of the different feelings that come with change. Because it can be a lot. And I mean, like it said in the description, you know, change can be even traumatizing in a sense. Obviously, not always, but there are some situations, you know, if a change happens too abruptly, it can feel like very traumatizing. Alright, now I'm gonna take a look at your person's current feelings towards you. Alright, that's too many. Christ. Alright, well, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Six of Cups. I get that, you know, at this time, your person is very reminiscent. They've really been thinking about you a lot, thinking about, like, the good times that you guys have had together. Now, for their current feelings towards you, we have the... Okay, we were focused, come on. We have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, jerk. There we go. Alright, we have the Ten of Cups. The King of Swords. The Fool. The Knight of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands. So, I mean, for one thing, to have both the Ten of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, like, this person feels for you. Alright. And then we have, you know, with the King of Swords, the Fool, and the Knight of Pentacles, you know, it's interesting. Because the Fool and the Knight of Pentacles are kind of, like... Well, I guess they aren't exactly, like, kind of like the opposite energy, but with this, alright, I get that this person's gonna kind of, like, explain to you, like, they're going to make their move after some time, okay? And I feel like, you know, that move that they're going to make, they're going to take the leap towards you. They're going to, I mean, it could be a proposal, honestly. Like, and if you guys aren't, like, in a relationship, then this person could just be taking this relationship, or wanting to, rather, take this relationship to the next level. So, you know, you could be going from, like, friends to dating, or, you know, from friends to in a relationship, and from, like, a relationship to, like, being, like, engaged and stuff like that. But regardless, I feel like it's going to take some time to get there, but that's because this person wants to build with you, right? They want to make sure that there's a sturdy foundation. And with the King of Swords, right, they really want to make sure that you understand who they are at the core. And I feel like, you know, they also want to better understand that about you as well. Alright, now we're going to take a look at your person's current intentions towards you. Alright, at the bottom of the deck. Oh, come on. At the bottom of the deck we have the moon. So I feel like they definitely intend on bringing something to light, which could very well be their feelings. You know, that could very well be them, like, proposing or, like, just expressing that they would like to take this to the next level. Alright, so first we have the Seven of Swords. Then the Hermit. The World. The Seven of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. So as far as their intentions go, right, they're being strategic about, you know, how they express these things to you, because they do, with the World, you know, feel that this is like a new beginning, in a sense. They're going from, you know, a time of really feeling like the universe wasn't on their side. They're going from a time of, you know, something could have honestly just ended for them. And I get the vibe that it could even be like a relationship may have ended for them. It may have been a long-term one. You know, you could have, you guys could have just been friends this whole time. You could be helping them through this, right? And because this, you know, you knew that they were in a relationship previously, it could be why, you know, you're just coming forward, like your intentions are to just express feelings and not really, you know, move forward too passionately, too intensely, and just see where things go. Because, you know, this person could possibly be a little raw from an ending that has happened recently. But regardless, you know, this person knows that they have options, but they choose you. They want you. And I feel like that's something that they intend to express with the Wheel of Fortune here. You know, they feel like luck is on their side. You know, they feel like that their luck is turning around, and this is something that would be very good for them. Alright, now I'm going to take a look at your person's, what actions your person will take towards you, if any. Yeah, you see at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Tower to the Three of Swords. So, you know, there's definitely a very painful ending that took place here for your person. Now, we have Justice. the Star, and the Queen of Cups. So I get here, that this is like a faded situation, a faded connection in a sense, right? Like, this is kind of like this, everything is unfolding the way it's supposed to, when it's supposed to. And this person has really been like holding on to hope for this, for things to go forward. And they've really been trying to, like, temper their emotions a bit, really not let them get to them. But I feel like, once you express what you would like with them, it's kind of like opening the floodgates, and then they're gonna, express what they are feeling. I wouldn't say too intensely, but it may even come off intense, but that's just because they've been holding it all in. They're finally like able to let it all out. They intend to let you know exactly how they feel, and that they themselves, feel like this is like possibly even like a soulmate type of situation. Like, they feel like you guys are like meant to be together. Alright, now I'm going to take a look at your current dynamic. What role you each play in each other's lives. Alright, so you got the Three of Thread, not promises, bonds, remembrance. And then your person got the Stars, luck, hope, wishes. The Three of Thread is the knot card. When we take two or more threads and bind them together in a way that will hold fast. As with knots, there are a variety of promises we can make with others, of many different strengths. The knot symbolizes how we tie ourselves together when we take an oath to do something, say something, act a certain way in our relationships with ourselves or things and people outside of ourselves. It also stands for the bonds of memory and experience that bring us closer to keep us close to the people we experience them with. Powerful memories can brighten your day or strengthen your relationships when recalled. With this, right, I get that your person, you represent somebody who's very honest, very true, who means, what they say. You know, you take promises very seriously. And you form, like, as a result of that, right, you form, like, really close bonds. And I feel like this is something that you've kind of, like, in a sense, like, taught this person how to do. The stars are a guiding force that's on your side. These twinkling lights in the sky are here to let you know that now is a good time to take a chance, to get lucky and lean into hope. Wishes are often made on stars. If you could have anything you wished in the world right now, what would it be? Dive into that wish and explore it. What would it take to believe it could come true? To make it come true? Something magical is happening. Take advantage while you can. You know, I get that your person here, right? They kind of like represent hope. Like, they have a tendency to take chances and things tend to work out. And I feel like, you know, they could really be like they could be like a well of hope for you, right? They could be like an example of what, you know, taking action on things can result in. You know, how things can actually go well if you take a chance. Ooh. Alright, now I'm going to get some advice for you on this situation. Alright, I'm going to pause this because this is going to take forever. Alright, that was like half of the deck. So here we go. Yeah, okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. Now, this really speaks to me of stability, right? You want to gain your own independence, your own stability before you know, work on stability with somebody else. I feel like that's something that, you know, the universe is really kind of like pointing out to you at this time, is to really work on your stability. Now, we have the King of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So with this, I get that, you're being asked to just be yourself, right? Be authentic. Express what it is you feel the need to express, how you feel the need to express it, because this is something that, on your own personal path, right? Pursuing your own personal fulfillment, this is going to bring you to a place where you're going to become very abundant, right? I get that you could be somebody who's very creative, so expressing yourself the way that you would like to express yourself, aside from the obvious of being beneficial, like it'll also be beneficial to you, like monetarily, right? It could be very healing for you. It could even help you help others to heal. And in this process, you're going to be becoming who it is you are required to be, the version of yourself required to make this situation work. Alright, so that is the message that I have for you today. I do hope it serves you well. Be gentle with yourselves. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.